You're not gonna let me do the laundry now? I don't know what you want me to do. Is there something? Oh my god. I almost just killed you.
Hey humans, it's Hannah. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, we do videos on creepy and disturbing things here. Welcome to your December TikTok video. We decorated for the holidays just a little bit. I thought I would do this as we lead up to the holidays. Just another video that's a little more lighthearted for you guys. Don't stress during the holidays. So I have a lot of really interesting videos for today's TikTok video. The first one we're going to start out with is a very convincing, extremely viral video that even made some small news outlets about a very convincing UAP that somebody allegedly got video of. And then later in the video, I am finally going to address this little number because I have been tagged in this video more times than I can count, which tells me that you guys really want me to talk about it. And like usual, I have a lot of thoughts about that video. So we have that and a whole lot more coming up. This video is supported by a sponsor, so I'm going to roll to that, but I'll be right back with you. This video is sponsored by Aura Frames. We all have holiday traditions, right? Like most of us, if we celebrate some Christmas or any other holiday around this time of year. For me, I spend time at my parents' house with my parents and my sister and all of our dogs. And on Christmas Eve, we always have very specific traditions. We always watch Elf because that's my favorite Christmas movie. We've watched it every single year since it came out on Christmas Eve. I'm not even kidding. We never miss. And we always go look at Christmas lights as well the night before. Instead of just doing these traditions, I think it would be so special for everybody and their families if we started to actually document them. An Aura digital picture frame is the perfect gift to share legendary photos of your traditions with the people that you love. You can preload the years and years of memories to make the perfect gift. Aura is a Wi-Fi connected digital picture frame that beautifully showcases your photos and your videos. You can add unlimited photos straight from your smartphone using their apps. They're designed to be super easy to use because they want anybody to be able to use them. And also, just mind you, these are not those digital picture frames that we used to see in the early 2000s when they first came out. These don't have USB cords. They don't have SD cards. You don't have to deal with any of that. Just plugs right into the wall and you can do it right from the app. I love my Aura picture frame. I love that I can walk by it every single day and just take a moment. It makes gratitude really easy because whatever picture is shown at that moment when you walk by, you can look at it and have a lovely memory. So you get to see all those photos that we just hoard in our phones and never actually use. And we actually get to be reminded of all the stuff that we do have in our lives. And it makes me just really grateful and it just helps me live in the moment, honestly. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code Hannah, that's HANNAH at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code Hannah. This deal is exclusive to my listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions do apply. As always, more details will be right below this video in the description. And thank you again to Aura Frames for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the TikToks. So the first video we're going to watch today is from the account AshRose824. This is a video of a UAP that she allegedly caught on camera. UAP stands for unidentified aerial phenomenon. If you don't know, same thing as UFO is the more common phrase that you've probably heard of. So let's watch that one together before we talk about it.
There's a red light and then there's a big bright light.
They're absorbing around it.
Mom,
I know, Ella.
where the one that's...
Bro, I'm telling you, that shit, there was a shit ton of lights right now lit up. It's just hovering there.
The white thing on the dog? The white dog?
There's no way, bro.
No, I'm scared. I'm not scared, but that's crazy though.
It's just there, bro.
What is it, Daddy?
It's getting brighter.
Oh, yeah. I don't see it though.
You guys don't see what I see on my camera because it's so zoomed.
Bro, you still on the phone? Oh shit, they came back. Look at, bro, they're coming back. The lights are coming back.
There's three. There's three aliens.
In front of me, bro. Right in front of us.
Three aliens.
Look. Oh, the other light's turning on.
Oh no. Oh, that's so great.
Oh, there's the other lights. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, it's okay.
It's gone. No, it's still there. It's still there.
It's hiding in the clouds. I'm
It is
zooming
in the clouds. That's what my brother said. In the clouds. In the clouds.
Yes, I'm zooming in, babe. I can see the saucers in my
I
zoom.
know I can see it.
You can see it, Zaid,
I
huh?
can barely see it. That's so crazy, though. That's cool.
Bro. Oh no! Look to your left. Look to your left. There's another one to the left. Over here in the f***ing trees. What the f***, bro? What the f***? There's one f***ing there, bro. Over here, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh.
Baby, don't move. I'm outside the truck. Don't move. There's a shit ton.
It hit over here.
Oh my god.
It hit over here by the f***ing trees, bro. It's behind the houses now. Bro. Babe, you want me to pull forward? You see them, bro? You see them? Over there, bro.
My heart's pounding.
I'm crying right now, bro.
Don't move, please.
Yo.
I see a radio right there. That's where the aliens are.
Bro.
Okay, so this is in Arizona. They specifically tagged Bullhead City. So a lot of people in the comments of this video were suggesting, you know, possible explanations, saying that this could be drones. That's a lot of what we're seeing nowadays, is a lot of big drones with lights, people thinking that those are UFOs, perhaps military vehicles or something with the military or helicopters. Somebody else was suggesting that maybe it's SpaceX and SpaceX's satellites going off. However, the most compelling logical explanation for this one comes from the Arizona Center of Investigative Reporting, as well as a YouTuber named Mick West, who actually looked at this area on Google Maps during the day. Both of these sources indicate that these were probably not UAPs or UFOs, but rather the hillside, the horizon, and there's a hillside and off-roads up there. So from their angle, these vehicles sitting on the hillside with their lights on looked like they were flying, or even looked like spacecrafts, when in fact they just had their lights on far in the distance up on a hillside. A lot of people do poo-poo that explanation because they're like, then why are they dimming and brightening? And to that I say, I mean, yeah, lights will dim and brighten from a distance. If the car is at a certain angle, the headlights aren't flashing right at you, and then they go to a different angle, or they slightly move, the light is going to look like it's going to dim and brighten from where you're at, from your perspective, even if it's not actually doing that. When he starts shouting about like, look to the left, look to the left, look over there, I know when she finally focuses on that, it does look like a spacecraft. It literally looks like a stereotypical spacecraft, like the whole round, the whole shebang. But if you look at it from the lens of it being cars on the hill, I can totally see it just being cars on a hill, just moving slightly, or these big vehicles on the off-roads up there with their lights on. Other people in the area on this night took video of the same thing from their perspective. A lot of people saw this, and a few people thought it was weird. The person that posted this, her and her family, said that they've lived there for a long time and they've never seen anything like this. But in another video, they do actually go to that exact same spot where they were that night and show us it in the daytime. And in their video, you can literally see the hillside where those cars were at in the video. And then a commenter on his video showing us in the daytime to be like an aha moment, to be like, look, this is where they were. A commenter was like, I've lived here for 35 years. I'll put the comment right here, but I've lived here for 35 some years, and this happens almost every night. I see something like this. This is not anything. So I do think in that moment, it probably looked really strange to them, and they could be like, we've never seen this before, but maybe you just were never paying attention until this particular night you were driving. A common theme I see with UFO videos especially is that people get very upset when people try to come up with logical solutions and offer logical explanations for these things. People get very defensive. People get real mad. People are like, no. And it's so odd to me because it's like, it feels like people really want there to be an alien invasion, or it just cycles into that conspiracy theory mindset that the government, it's always the government is hiding stuff from us. I'm not saying that I'm like, yay, government, they can never do any wrong. They're not keeping anything from us. Like, I don't believe that. Don't get me wrong. But not everything is a conspiracy. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. You know what I mean? And for these videos in particular, people get really defensive, and it's just like, it doesn't, every little flying object you see, it's not like, oh, they're here, the alien invasions have started. Sometimes it's a drone, sometimes it's a balloon. The likelihood of it actually being aliens, and I'm not saying aliens don't exist either. I actually fully believe in aliens. I actually do believe there is other life form in the universe. I just don't personally believe that the aliens have come here all the time and kidnapped people for their research. I just don't think they'd be interested in us. I think that is natural human instinct to have big egos and to feel like we are very important beings in the universe. And I have news for you. We're not. Why would aliens be interested in us? I really don't think they would be, especially if they're as advanced as we think they are. Do you care about ants? A few people care about ants, but like, do you care about ants that much? Because that's what we are, two aliens. So yeah. And last, I just want to say that I really think this would have made international news if this video was legit and had any merit to it. If we actually thought that these were UFOs, I think this would have made very big news. I think this would have been in the news. I think Philip DeFranco would have covered it. You know what I mean? Okay, TikTok 2 for today. I am finally addressing Ethel. Brandon Robert is the account. I have been tagged in every single one of his videos under the sun, and I have been avoiding talking about it for so long because I honestly can't tell if you guys are trolling me, and I can't tell if he's trolling us, but I have been tagged in these videos so much. I am going to finally react to one of them. Now, his videos could be an entire video on its own of deep analysis on why this account is complete bullshit and Ethel is not a real ghost and they are setting all this up, but I don't have time for that today because I have a lot of TikToks to go over today, but I will react to the one, all the red flags I saw in the most recent video that I've been tagged in quite a few times. So if you don't know who Ethel is, there's this couple on TikTok. They're a very conventionally attractive couple, which isn't relevant, but it kind of is. I think they have kind of relationship goals to a lot of people because they're quirky and they're cute and they have a cute little relationship, it seems like, on TikTok. And they have this alleged ghost. This ghost's name is Ethel, and Ethel is very, very active and it's comedic. So instead of just regular haunted house videos, their whole shtick is that Ethel is funny and that Ethel will do really, really silly things. And Ethel, that's just Ethel. She's just a quirky girl, you know? And that's kind of their thing, is that it's a haunted house with a funny angle to it. And they always manage to catch this stuff on camera. It's really interesting. So I'm going to play, let's watch a different video. I'm just going to insert here. This is their video that has like 58 million views or something like that, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I mean. So I'll insert that here.
You did not possess the goose. Babe, she possessed the goose.
I know.
You knew?
She likes the goose.
I can't have my ghost possessing a goose. That is embarrassing for this house.
She likes it,
That
though.
is an embarrassment upon this haunted house. She's going to get bullied. She's probably getting bullied on the other side by the other ghosts. And I don't want that for my ghost.
And then let's watch the video. This is the video we're reacting to today that I got tagged in so much. So.
Can I help you? What? Are you trying to tell me something? I don't understand what you're doing. Am I forgetting something? Oh, I didn't put the softener. I didn't put the softener. I don't know why you're moving that, though. But you're right. The softener is much needed. I don't understand. I put the softener in. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. You're trying to explain things to me like I'm an idiot. Something with the cat? You want me to get the cat? Rango? Rango? I don't know where he is. You're not going to let me do the laundry now? I don't know what you want me to do. Is there something... Oh my god. I almost just killed you. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Ethel, you are... I'm leaving the TV on for you tonight. I will put on any channel you want. Thank you. Oh my god. I almost just killed a cat.
Now, if I had the views that this person has on TikTok, I would be making shit up too. I would also be staging ghost videos. I would be investing a ton of time and money into equipment and editing software in order to do this kind of stuff. Are you kidding me? They get millions of views on a lot of their videos, if not all of their videos. So let me explain to you guys why this is bullshit. Before I say absolutely anything, I'm going to have Taylor put in a little screenshot of the pause right when he takes the cat out of the washer, and we're going to zoom in. Do you see it? Yeah? Did you see what I saw in the video? There's nothing in the washing machine. That washing machine is empty AF. There is nothing in there. I've zoomed in multiple times. Nothing was in there except the cat. So maybe he puts the soap in first. Maybe the laundry was on the floor and he puts the soap in first. Really? Because then why, first of all, would he be so shocked about the cat and how he almost killed his cat if he was going to open it again to put the laundry in? And second of all, you could see in the video, he was trying to start the washer. He was literally about to press the on button, and Ethel kept going like, no. Exhibit B, I'd like to point out, is that this clip conveniently starts after the cat is already in the washer with the door closed, which I'm not even going to get into the ethics of that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. The cat is fine. This is set up. Like we said, he was never going to kill the cat. I'm sure the cat was fine. Cats love jumping in the dryer and stuff. I would personally leave the door open because I'd be so terrified of my cat suffocating. But you know what? I'm going to try to stay out of that part of this. So notice how he starts the video. The video conveniently cuts out the part where the cat jumps in. So why can't we see the part where the cat jumps in the washer and somebody walks by and closes the door without noticing the cat's in there? Come on. Exhibit C, why are we filming such mundane tasks? And then it just so happens that this thing happens with this mundane task. Like, it's perfectly timed. Exhibit D, if you are just vlogging your everyday life like these people seem to do, their video security is weird. I have a lot to say about the video quality in general. They're not vlogging. It's not like they have a camera set on a tripod. I mean, they do. But like, did you notice the quality of the video? The video is grainy and they make it look specifically like it's weird security cameras all in their house, except they're not at an angle where a security camera would be. They're at an angle of an iPhone or a camera on a tripod at a perfect angle, and then it zooms in and out so much on all of their videos. It's just this weird vlogging quality, but they make it grainy like it's supposed to look like a security camera. It's just all very suspicious to me. And then they're always filming everything. So even if you had security cameras all over your home, why does it look like it's straight ahead, like you set it up on a tripod and it's not? That's what I'm saying about the security cameras. Why does it not look like it's from a high angle like most security cameras are? That doesn't make any sense. And then all of these things are always very conveniently filmed. And then lastly, a lot of the comments were pointing out this as well. But if Ethel's such a active ghost and can open the fabric softener thing and move the cat's dish to try to alert him to this, why didn't the cat just open the door to the washer? Why didn't the cat just be like, open? Why didn't the cat just open the washer door if she's so strong so that he would see the cat or the cat could jump out? That makes no sense. Like I said, I don't believe anything from this account, and I don't think that that's up to interpretation. I think it's extremely obvious that this account is fake. It seems so over the top to me that I'm kind of wondering if I am not in on a joke. Like, are they trolling and everybody knows it and everybody's going along with it and I'm just too old or I'm just not cool enough to get it? I don't know. But by how many people are talking in the comments seriously and by how many views they get and how many people tag me in this, I kind of have a feeling that some people do believe this account. I'm sure many people do, even if a lot of people are like me and they're like, this is just entertainment, you know? Again, I could make an entire hour-long video on this couple and their account, but I'm not going to for the sake of time. But I am going to insert just one more clip here. I've talked about him before. There's a couple other paranormal debunkers, magicians on TikTok that I really, really enjoy their content. I wish they did more debunking because I would love to know their thoughts on this account. I'd love to know their thoughts on other videos I'm talking about today. But I'm just going to insert this clip of him. I forgot the TikToker's name, but we'll make sure to put it big to give them credit. And he shows how somebody would edit a video in order to make a Ouija board planchette move and spell things out on a Ouija board. And it's not that that's directly related to this, but it is so important to see how far people will go to edit things and how it is a lot of extra work, but if you're getting a lot of views, I would argue that it's worth it for a lot of these people. And I just want to show you how he edits this in a way to make a Ouija board planchette move and make it look very, very real. So here's that clip.
There he goes again. Yeah. Just the way it moves is freaky.
Yeah.
There's no magnets. Floor. Absolutely solid.
Must be a ghost. Just kidding. It's overlays. Well, what do you think about Ouija boards? Okay. Okay, I think they're dumb. Okay. Well, what do you think about Ouija boards? Okay. Okay, I think they're dumb. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to TikTok number 3. Not all of these are as long as the first two, I promise. There's a lot of shorter ones as well. This one is from 2 Swag Productions, and just in case, I'm also going to have Taylor, my editor, I'm going to have her blur out the whole thing, but I will explain what it is afterwards so that you guys know, but I'm just not so sure if YouTube's going to flag this. So yeah, okay, let's watch. So like I said, I did have to blur it a little bit more for YouTube, but the gist, it's not that interesting. It looks, well, it is interesting, but it's not that, like, there's not a whole lot to see is what I mean. It looks like a body. It looks like either a rolled up carpet or a blanket or something possibly taped up. And it looks like maybe somebody laying on their side. And in the video, they blur out where the head would be to make everybody feel like it probably is a body and not a person. The caption does explain that they called the police and got out of there as quickly as they could, but the problem is that they never gave us any updates after that. Absolutely no updates. We have no idea what happened. Nothing I could find in news outlets, nothing on their YouTube channel, nothing. So that does kind of leaves me with like, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe then it wasn't anything in the end, and they blurred out that part to make it look scarier than it was, because I feel like it's hard because they don't do update videos. They don't talk in these videos. They're just going to these weird places and exploring and filming what they find. So I understand it from that angle, but you'd think that there would be some sort of update, some little post, some little community post to say like, hey, everything's fine. It wasn't a body. But it kind of makes me feel like they didn't do that because they wanted to keep the audience hanging, and it would make people come back and watch more videos if people were like, what the heck? Why aren't you saying anything? So I don't know. Perhaps this wasn't a dead body at all. Perhaps this was just an unhomed person laying on their side. Maybe they were sleeping in there and they took a video of it. So they blurred their face to make it look creepier, but also to protect that person's identity. I would still have ran out of there as fast as I could if I found a person sleeping in there. Perhaps it was just a blanket or a very large rolled up rug and they placed it in a way to make it look creepy like that and then put the blur on it. Maybe it was just something like that and they just kind of were making it for a creepy video and making it look like it's something that it wasn't. Maybe it was a body and they had to call the police and the police told them not to say anything because it's an open investigation, so they weren't allowed to update us. I have no idea. Unfortunately, I can't really technically debunk. There's not really much to debunk at this point because we don't have any information. So if anybody else knows anything, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that one just so creepy. These weird like back room type videos or these liminal spaces where people find liminal spaces in real life and film them. They give me such a feeling of anxiety. They're so anxiety inducing. It's so weird. It's like your nostalgia for the 90s and stuff. I was a 90s baby. It's like nostalgia, but it's like it's messing with your memories. It's really strange. Okay, let's move right along to TikTok number 4. This is from She's Spooky. Girl, I love your profile. Lots of horrorcore in this person's profile. You guys would probably really like her too, because she really fits in with the audience. But I very much enjoyed this. Is a pretty quick clip, but yeah, it was really, really creepy.
Guys, I kind of feel like I should call someone. This girl has been standing here completely like a statue, like this, for 15 minutes. At first, I thought she was waiting for someone. But no one has come, and there's nothing she's staring at. What the
Okay, so unlike the other videos, this person actually is very nice and updates us on this later to explain what came of it. And a lot of people in the comments were concerned that maybe this person needed medical help because seizures can look like this, just like freezing in place for periods of time. Seizures aren't always like what we see in the movie. So like perhaps something like that was happening. But in her update, she explains that she had her boyfriend drive by to make sure that the person was okay because she had been standing there for so long. And she said right as her boyfriend pulled up, this woman or girl like sat down exactly where she was and just looked up at the sky smiling. Like it was not less creepy. Definitely right out of a horror movie, super creepy. But their conclusion was that she seemed fine. She didn't look like she needed medical attention. And their conclusion was that she was just high. She must have been on something and was wandering around having a good time, you know? And yeah, don't do drugs, you guys, but if you are gonna do them, like I'm not endorsing, I'm not saying anybody should, but if you are, get a trip sitter. You need somebody with you because this could be dangerous if she ran out into traffic or something. I'm glad she was okay. Okay, TikTok number 5 for today. Also a quick one, but this one, again, I'm gonna start pointing these things out more because I think it's really important to keep talking about this. So let's watch this one.
I shall call him Squishy and he shall be mine and he shall be my Squishy. Come here, Squishy.
I forgot to say that one was from London Sewer Explorer. And yeah, most of you probably deduced by just seeing that. It's very creepy, but that's definitely AI. That is an AI generated video. And this entire TikTok account is AI creatures that they find in the sewers. The bio for this account literally says follow for 3 times daily AI videos. The reason I don't like that, though, is because they should be tagging every individual video. I've seen the tag on TikTok where you can mark that this was made with AI. And if your video was made with AI, you need to be marking it a AI. That needs to become normalized, because I know it gets you more views and all that, but people will hopefully figure it out, but some people won't. Like, some people are really young watching this and they're just going to go on with life. It's all this exact same thing of just really bizarre sewer creatures that don't actually exist. And there's implications. Like, it seems harmless. I know a lot of accounts are doing this. We just talked about this in the last one, and it does seem harmless. I get it. It seems harmless now, but as AI develops, we need to be marking stuff as AI. We need to be marking stuff as AI. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. It seems really sketchy to me to just say it on your profile when a lot of people aren't going to go to your profile. A lot of people are finding this stuff on their FYP and they're just scrolling through. A lot of people are not going to see that it's AI. It just, I don't know, just feels like a slippery slope to me. Okay, moving on to TikTok number 6. This is from Scary Veil is the account. They just repost a bunch of scary random videos. This is not their original video. It's also kind of worse because they don't tag any of the original posters, which not only is just a wrong thing to do, to just repost other people's work and then, make money or get clout from it is just so wrong, but also it makes my job really hard selfishly too, because I like to go find the poster. If it was a repost, I like to go find the poster and get the vibe of their whole profile, because it could tell you a lot about the video you're watching. So it is kind of hard to see what we're looking at in this video. I'm going to have Taylor circle it once it shows up in the video so you guys could see what we're talking about.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's not a fucking person, bro. Look.
What the fuck is that? That's a hiker.
No, it's not, bro. That's not a person.
That's way bigger than a fucking hiker, bro.
Bro, that's not. Oh, fuck, it just disappeared. What the fuck?
Where'd you just go, bro?
Nope.
It's really hard to not sound condescending in these videos, and I do apologize if I sound like I'm just talking down on people posting videos. To be skeptical, though, it's really, really difficult to not sound condescending because you just want to say how stupid things are. But please rest assured, please forgive me if I sound condescending. That is not my intention. I am trying really hard to not sound like that. So I'm so sorry, but this one in particular, it's hard to not be a little condescending. So the way the creature in the video just disappears in the video screams edit to me. And then the acting in the background is kind of bad. And then the acting in the background is also off time. So it disappears and then it's not like, whoa, it's disappeared. It's like seconds after it disappears. I'll play that part of the clip again where it disappears and then the reaction right here, because it's so interesting that if you pay attention, they react at the wrong time.
Bro, that's not. Oh, fuck, it just disappeared.
Again, the bad timing tells me that this was something they were trying to edit later and they couldn't get the timing quite right. This 99.9% sure that this is either CGI or a weird edit of some vague creature looking thing in the background that it just literally, if you know how to edit, it literally looks like one frame, the creature is there, and then they just cut and deleted the thing in the next frame, that they just faded out a tiny bit, but literally this would be really easy for even a novice editor to do. It's, people really count on it being far away and bad camera quality in order to, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's not well edited. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, this next one is from Ellie Rallo. Ellie Rallo. I think I'm saying your girl. If I am saying your name wrong, I am so sorry. This one's very unique and different though, so I am excited to show you this one.
I'm so scared that I might get a hit on me for saying this, but this bridal shop has been here in my hometown for 2 decades. They've never changed the window displays. Nobody has ever been in or out. It's always locked. I always wondered if one day I got married I could try on dresses here. There's no website. There's no Facebook page. There's no phone number. This lady has been wearing that cloak since 2006. What the fuck is this place? What is it? We're trying to get in. Does anybody know? Help us uncover this mystery. Oh my god, this rope.
I also got tagged in that one a few times. This one's really interesting to me. So one of the most obvious answers is that people are wondering if this is for money laundering or some sort of illicit, illegal, nefarious activity. You know, people do that all the time. They have a little property and they own it and it's a front for something else. Now, my first reaction to that explanation, though, is that this place seems a little too conspicuous for it to be money laundering. Because why would you, if you were going to buy a property for money laundering, why would you make it stick out like a sore thumb like this? Like a bridal shop, you don't see those around every corner like Starbucks. And then there's like big clear windows and nothing ever moves and the door's locked and there's no website. Like you think Breaking Bad car wash kind of thing for laundering money. Or in my hometown, there's this little gravel place just on the road and it's very inconspicuous. They just sell dirt and gravel for people to get, you know, you get loads of gravel for your yard or for, you know, your driveway or gardening or what have you. My dad goes there a lot, and well, not this place, but he gets dirt and stuff for his yard a lot. And yeah, anyway, so this place is weird though. Like we've always kind of suspected that it might be something like that because like the guy that owns the place is just kind of rude and really just a weird fella. And we just kind of drive by and are just kind of like, you know, and it's the point of those places is to blend in, though. They try to blend in and be just like this little tiny business or something like that. So I don't know. It just feels like this would not be what you would choose for money laundering or something illegal if you were going to go that route. Another very popular comment suggested that this was another Prada Marfa. Prada Marfa is an art installation located in Texas by the artist duo named Elm Green and Dragset that they finished in 2005. The art piece is a small building that looks like a storefront of a Prada store. They even got permission from Prada to do this, but you can't go in it or buy anything. It's not a real store. It's a time capsule of Prada, really, but it's an art installation. You can go take pictures with it and everything, and it's just out in the open. It's not protected by anything. And the Prada Marfa was finished in 2005. She says this has been there from 2006. So that would also make sense that maybe this is a copycat of a Prada Marfa because it was from around that same time, like right afterwards, kind of a similar concept. But another employee who is anonymous but works in the area has said that they see the building all the time and there's often mail that piles up in front of this building and it will like get soggy and start to deteriorate. It's there for a long time, completely untouched. And then one day they'll walk by and it'll just have disappeared. Somebody just came and took all the mail in the middle of the night. And then I found this short article from a I have to say this, but from the website is called Boing Boing, and it says the following. Property records show that someone named Key Lau from Massachusetts purchased the building for $89,500 in 1989, and Yi Lau registered Haute Couture Creations as a, quote, family clothing business in 2006. When reached by phone, Key Lau, who pays taxes on the now $508,000 assessed property, told the reporter, quote, "It's just a building that's sitting there." But then when they went on to try to ask him why it never opened or what was going on, the line conveniently broke up and he never responded to any messages or questions after that. So the owner of this property has been tracked down and people have tried to be like, what the hell is this? Why is it there? And he's paying taxes on this giant property. He's paying a lot of taxes on this and never touches it. Has somebody come by and get the mail? Like, it doesn't really look like it's meant to be an art piece, in my opinion. Like, you'd think he would tell us that it was a Prada Marfa if that was the case when they asked him. But then when they tried to press him, he was like, nope, goodbye, I'm in a tunnel. Just very odd. And then I saw some people on Reddit talking about this. Now, Reddit is not a reliable source, so take with a grain of salt. But somebody said that the same owner owns a lot of properties around and, like we said, lives in Massachusetts, but owns a lot of properties, which kind of, again, lends more validity to him maybe owning a lot of real estate with no real purpose. Like, he's obviously not making money off the real estate, again, for perhaps go back to some sort of illegal activity, though we have no proof that that's happening. I am kind of leaning towards that as the explanation though, because why own a shit ton of properties that you don't make any return on investment from? You're making $0. They're a money pit because you are paying taxes on them and they're registered. Like, why would you do that if you weren't making money on something else on the down low? Again, that's complete speculation. I have zero proof that anything illegal is going on here. So don't take my word as anything. That's just like a feeling / opinion. But the only other explanation would be that this is just some really, really rich dude who likes to buy a bunch of properties from around the world and never visits them or uses them for anything and just likes to own property for no reason. I mean, it's just that the alternative explanations seem less plausible than money laundering or something like that is kind of why we go to that explanation and that place. But on the other hand, if it is for illegal or illicit activity, he's been getting away with it for a long time without, like, this guy owns a bunch of properties that are weird and sketchy and nobody's noticed or investigated him ever. So that also kind of makes me wonder if maybe it's not anything weird and it's just a weird person with a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, you've just been doing this for decades and nobody's looked into it. No authority has been interested in what you're doing and all these properties you're paying taxes on. But again, you know, who knows? Very, very weird though. I would love to see if that one does come back around and we get an explanation for that one later. So interesting. Okay, TikTok 8 for today. This one is Gina Carr. We're finally going to talk about this Gina Carr TikTok that everybody and their mother has been tagging me in. So let's just watch it first. It's a classic. It's the classic. I was filming and doing something random, minding my own business, and then I saw something behind me. So let's watch. Okay, everybody, buckle in because I have a lot to say about this one. This is going to be a little bit of a rant, but I have so much to say. First of all, for context, she explains that they don't have any pets and that she only lives with her toddler and her partner, but both her partner and her toddler were outside when she was filming this. Like, she sent them outside so she could film this because she was doing a product review or looking, you know, filming about this particular hair extension. So she explained there was nobody else in the house. So a lot of people in the comments were also quick to point out, I'll put a little zoom in picture of the guy here where she zoomed in on, that it looks like this person or this thing or this entity has no face. Gina has been in the comments of her videos and a lot of other videos denying tooth and nail that this is set up, trying to like debunk or kind of clap back at anybody's possible explanation for this or anybody who accuses her of setting this up or lying. And to be fair, I mean, I can't debunk this 1000%. Nobody can, because we don't have any information and we weren't there. All we have is her word and the video. So like, even if we tried, nobody can debunk this 1000% because there's just not enough information to go off of. There was a few comments about like, yeah, we saw you put the cut in that video, like, nice try. In her defense, she does post a new video of it without any cut. She was just explaining that she was trying to zoom in on something or on the hair extension, or she was zooming in on the guy, something like that. But that she did post another video of no cuts whatsoever, saying like, no, I didn't cut the video at all. That is like unedited footage, which fair. I do think it's unedited footage for that second part. But in that video, she also puts in this little caption on the screen, quote, I also don't need to hoax people for views, shrug emoji. This isn't a brain rot channel. I post mom content. As you guys have probably caught on, this is my new catchphrase for pretty much now every TikTok debunking video. It applies to a lot of topics, but also this is my new catchphrase. We don't know you. Please, people, stop being so defensive on the internet when we tell you that we're skeptical. It's not that we think you in particular are a liar, but it's the fact that people on the internet lie. We don't know you from Adam. I've said this so many times. We don't know you from Adam. Sorry, it's not personal. It's just that people lie on the internet all the time. How the hell are we supposed to know if you are lying or not? It is so unfair to go clap back in comments and be like, why does everybody think I'm lying? Or I wouldn't hoax people for views, but people do it all the time. Why would you be an exception? We have seen this exact same formula for paranormal videos on the internet time and time again. Countless videos of people looking like they're filming something else casually, and then some weird little creature shows up in the background and everybody's like, you know you're haunted, right? And they often end up to be set up or hoaxes. I would argue every single one of them is fake and a hoax, because why are ghosts always doing that? And that's weird behavior if ghosts are real. But I digress. It's seen countless times and a lot of them are set up. And I get it. A lot of people are trying to get eyes on their page, and this formula, this like faking ghost videos, has been shown to work time and time again. It goes viral and you get a lot of followers from it. I don't blame people for that. Like, I get it. That's the point of the internet, is to get views and to get an audience. I totally understand. But I have to point out the fact that this person then went on a couple videos later to make the video about these hair extensions and try to sell them. I'm just saying, if I was her and I was trying to do this, I would also put my ghost video on me filming the extension video so that more people would watch the extension video than the, where she's trying to earn commissions a couple videos later because they want to see what you were filming in the first place. You know what I'm saying? This person does make commissions off of affiliate links, just like everybody does on TikTok. I'm not calling her out for that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with affiliate marketing. I don't make money really from affiliate marketing, but I make money on sponsors, from ads, and from my Patreon. Like, I understand you need views and stuff on the internet. And if you get those, if you have a viral moment, it's going to help your page. It's going to help your channel. You're going to sell more commissionable items. You're going to be able to get more people to click on your affiliate links if you go viral. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I understand where she's coming from. I'm not saying that I blame her or judge her for doing that whatsoever. But you cannot deny in any circumstance that that is not something that happens, because it does. It happens all the time. So we have zero proof of anything that you claim in this video. All we have is to take your word for it when we don't know you from Adam. So please, you cannot be offended when we're a little skeptical or we have questions. That being said, if I were to set this up, like just say I was trying to recreate a video like this, I would maybe have my partner or boyfriend or friend or whomever maybe put pantyhose over their head, because if you put them over your head like that, it's going to stretch your hairline back. Just like in this video, it looks like whoever that was is balding, that entity. And then the pantyhose over your face is also going to give the illusion that you have no face, especially in a grainy background in a video like this. Then I would set up the frame perfectly. So I was there looking at the extensions, going like this, and then your boyfriend knows what to do. He's in the background. He walks by, and then once he's behind you, he ducks down so that he doesn't come back through the other side. So all you see is that tiny glimpse over your shoulder. And because he's wearing pantyhose and because it's far away and grainy and in the background, it's impossible to say that that was just a person walking by. Then your video goes viral, and then you get a lot of affiliate money and commissions from your video going viral because more people looked at the extensions and slay. Those extensions do look really nice. They do like perfectly match her hair. So I don't blame her for wanting to sell them. And like I said, I'd be a huge hypocrite if I was judging people for selling stuff. I totally get it. Not judging her for that, but I'm just saying, you then going on, I don't hoax people for views. You literally did, in my opinion. And also, the more defensive people get, and the more they go into comments being like, no, it was just me. No, they were outside. I wouldn't lie. I post mom content. This has nothing to do with my content. The more you say that, the more it's a doth protest too much situation. And the more I think you're lying, because why are you getting so defensive? Like, if this was genuinely true, everybody I've seen on the internet where things have been a genuine thing that's happened that maybe, I'm not saying it's ghosts necessarily, but they just don't have a logical explanation. Every time people have doubted it, they're like, maybe, yeah. Or they're just like, you know what? I don't know. I'm open to explanations. I would be happy to know if, like, man, I really hope I'm not, I hope there's not a demon. I'm not saying it's a demon because people were saying it could be your grandfather or whatever. But like, again, it just feels like, why do you want this to be true so badly? For the people, and like, why are you defending it so adamantly? If you know it's true, why do you give a shit what I think or what other people think or what skeptics are saying? Why do you care? And in my opinion, you care because you really, really don't want people to find out that you set this up and that this is fake. I want to show you one more TikTok from her, which was from much later, not from this video. But again, I feel like this proves my point. So it doesn't have any sound. It just says, when I get ahead of myself and I start thinking about the multimillionaire I'm going to become when my mediocre TikToks make me famous. She's joking. This is satire, obviously. She's being like, I'm delusional. I think she even said that in her comment, like, yeah, I'm just super delusional. But to me, there's truth to every joke. And to me, like, I understand that she's joking, but I also think that that kind of proves that ideally, who wouldn't want to quit their 9-to-5 job to be a TikToker? I feel like not everybody, but a lot of people would much rather do social media content and make money that way and work for themselves when it can be really, really lucrative. Like, hello, I know that's what I do. I understand the desire to want that to happen for yourself. I understand it probably more than anybody because it's like, it wasn't my lifelong dream, but once I decided that this is what I wanted to do, I decided that this is what I wanted to do. And I was like, I'm going to make this happen now. And you do need to be a little delusional for it to happen. I just want to stress one more time, because I know people are going to get mad at me. I am not judging her for wanting to be a TikToker or wanting to make money off of social media. I am not judging her. Again, I'd be a huge hypocrite if that were the case. I totally get it. But I just kind of think that this proves that, yeah, ideally, why wouldn't you make a viral video when it's worked millions of times, maybe not millions, but it's worked thousands of times for other people to go viral when they've made a ghost video? Okay, enough of that. I talked way too long about her, so I'm going to stop and we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, just FYI, everybody, the reason I look a little different is because I had a hair appointment I had to interrupt filming to go to, and this is me after coming right back after my hair appointment and filming again to finish this video. So that's why I look a little different if I look a little different. Okay, so moving right along to TikTok number 9 for today. This is another UAP video from the account Hallucination Hippies. This one's pretty wild, though. This one's a little more specific, or like there's more proof in this one than the other one we watched. So let's watch that one.
Breaking UAP news. A truly strange UFO encounter is surfacing of an unidentified spherical object that landed at Manchester Airport in the UK in June. The object was witnessed and actually recorded by some pilots. A highlight of this bizarre encounter is as follows. A spherical object roughly the size of a small car was spotted on the ground. The object was reported to the tower, and then an operations vehicle was sent to investigate. When it was approached, the object shot up into the air and briefly hovered in 15-knot winds before vanishing. A pilot connected to the pilot who took the actual images and the video stated, quote, "Rest assured, we know what we are looking at in the skies. This was not a balloon or a drone and has been a topic of conversation in our community for quite a while." He further stated, "We've got enough on our plates trying to keep up with the complexities of the operation. Pilots are very science fact based. Seeing is believing." Well, he's now a believer. What makes this extra interesting is the original witness post has been deleted, and all original files associated with this encounter have also been deleted. Could that indicate some sort of cover-up starting to take shape? Was this UAP some sort of spy drone? Was it an elaborate hoax? Or was there some non-human intelligence involved? What do you think? Do you believe?
No, I don't. The very first red flag / suspicious thing about this video is that they claim that there was footage of this thing landing and taking off, but those videos have since been deleted, and or they kind of don't mention why it's not in there. I know it's kind of convoluted because there's a lot of info they throw at you, but notice the only evidence that we have is the thing flying at a very far distance away, way high up in the sky. That's the only video we have, and then the other evidence is just photos of this thing on the ground. None of these alleged videos that the pilots took. So that's red flag number 1. I think this was originally on Twitter. That's how it originated, and then people made TikToks out of of it, and it started going viral a couple months later again. And Manchester Airport has made a statement now because this was going around so much, and they finally came out and were like, guys, this is fake. A spokesperson for the airport in their statement explained that any sort of flying object, near, far, anything in between, anything, absolutely any flying object that has a signal, that is strong enough to have a signal, they would know about it. Ground control would know about it, and they need to know about that kind of stuff so it doesn't interfere with their aircrafts, right? Like, I think they're way more high tech than for some reason we think they are. Otherwise, we wouldn't get weird videos of people explaining how you could survive a plane crash, you know, thinking that we would know better than the pilots and that the pilots are just lying to us. Stuff like that. Like, airports, I mean, they know what they're doing. There's a reason why it's a pretty smooth operation almost every single time. And there can't just be unidentified flying objects or unidentified aerial phenomenon coming to and from an airport without the government and without ground control and all of the people that work at that airport knowing about it. It would be major news, first of all, and they would have been able to tell us what this was. The other thing they said was that this is definitely, like, it looks doctored to me. It looks straight up like CGI to me. The pictures of this thing just look like edited pictures of this little globe type flying thing. But they also said that in the article that they didn't say it was CGI because you can't prove that, of course. But they were saying that it definitely is probably doctored. Either way, it's not genuine, regardless of what it is. So, like I said, notice that the only video they have of this is it way off in the distance. And then they only have pictures of it close up that they could have conveniently photoshopped or conveniently used CGI. So the theory is that this most likely was a video of either a drone or a Chinese lantern. There are Chinese lanterns. We've talked about this before on this channel, but they're big, beautiful balloons. If there was a celebration going on, they do these lantern celebrations quite a bit. Or it could be a drone, or it could be a balloon. Now, maybe it wouldn't be a drone because, like we just talked about, the signal thing with the drone, like they would be able to tell us that it was drone. They might be able to get a signal on it or whatever. But I also am suspicious that that video of that thing very, very far away was edited into the video to make it look like it was at an airport. So I'm just not even convinced that that video had anything to do with the airport, that it was anywhere near the airport. And I'm convinced that it was something innocent and different, most likely a balloon or a Chinese lantern or something. And then somebody used that to then Photoshop a round object on the tarmac in that same area to splice it all together. And then in the video, they're like conveniently saying, oh, it's all getting deleted. Is this a cover up? And it's like, no, it's not a cover-up. It's somebody mushing random things together to make it look like one cohesive story when this is literally just Photoshop and a random video. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Don't trust anything that somebody just posts on Twitter. That happens all the time on Twitter, TikTok. It happens on every social media platform. But I do find a lot of people spreading false information on Twitter. They will post a video like this with AI. I mean, it happened with like the Taylor for Trump thing. Like that was all AI. And it's just, I hate Twitter. Twitter's successful, but that's because I hate Elon Musk. Anyway, this probably would have made national, if not international news as well, though, if this were true. If somebody had that good of a photo of a UFO or something that the government or that the airport couldn't identify, like imagine how big of news that would be. That's bananas. So, okay, moving on to our last TikTok for today. This one is from Camtan Art. I think I'm saying the username right. This one's so creepy. This one's more fun. This isn't as much of a debunking. This one's just, I thought was really interesting and somebody tagged me in it. And this person's whole entire TikTok profile was really fun because they make these really creepy art pieces. So let's watch that. This person keeps saying that they're like, they accidentally are trapping souls in their paintings. And I think the logical explanation for that is that it's just an optical illusion. You know, like your iPhone is shaking just slightly while you're not your iPhone, your phone, whatever it is moving just slightly. And then the picture it's good art, you know? And so the eye looks very realistic. So it just kind of has this illusion that it's kind of moving in and out when you're trying to focus on it and you're shaking the camera a little bit. Now, that being said, in that that particular case, it's explainable, but looking at this other person's art, honey, you got to stop trapping souls inside your art. It's not safe. This is what I said back to the person that tagged me in this, is like, people need to stop messing with the underworld. It's not a safe thing to do. Just stop. This is not going to end well for anyone. And I am convinced that art can be haunted if hauntings exist. So like, you are going down a dangerous road making creepy ass art like that. Now, I love your art. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. You guys should all go check them out because it is really cool and actually unique art. It's very, very non-mainstream art, but like, stop trapping souls in your art. Just stop doing that. Don't do satanic rituals. I don't know what you're doing while you make this art. You must be doing satanic rituals of some sort or some sort of seance while you're doing this, because your art can't look that creepy without you doing something that's pissing off the underworld. So just stop it. Stop it. Make horror art, but stop trapping souls and entities into it, because you're scaring all of us. Okay, we have a funny bonus TikTok today. This one's very, very quick, but I love it. So let's watch that one.
Oh, look! I thought she was stuck on something.
I'm obsessed with that video. I watched it like 12 times because I was like, oh, brother, somebody's abusing their dog in order to get a creepy TikTok and make it look like the dog's being pulled by a demon. But it's literally the cat being an absolute menace and like picking that poor dog. It's like, why can't I move? Oh, I love that video. Okay, and then I just have one last thing I would like to tell/ask you guys about the paranormal in general. So I heard recently, I was looking through paranormal TikToks as I do, and I really like looking at the skeptics community and the believers community and all that. I don't know, it's just so fascinating to me. And I saw somebody talking about how a lot of what we do in these videos is talking about the fake TikToks, right? They're often set up and we're trying to figure out how they might have set it up or proving that it's probably fake. And it was just so interesting because I never really thought of it this way, but somebody brought up the point that, like, is it making a mockery of the paranormal to make the fake videos? So to make the videos that are set up, that are edited or using fishing line or magic tricks or green screen suits, is there something to be said about like doing that makes a mockery of the paranormal, which has ties to real people that passed away often? Or is it like also impeding on the research that we are trying to do? Like, there is actual research that goes into the paranormal, and I know it's not a science. I know it's not a normal like mainstream science, but there really are people that dedicate their lives. They're usually skeptics, and they're just trying to find solid proof, or they're trying to see how we could make it into a science, right? How to study it and see if we could really understand it and see if there's anything there to understand. And I am curious to know your guys' thoughts, because that just really got me thinking, because she was like, is that making a mockery of the paranormal, and then is it also at the same time impeding science or the study of the paranormal because there's so much fake stuff to weed through? In the end, I don't think it matters, because I don't think the fake stuff is ever going to stop. If you can make a really good fake paranormal video, it goes viral. You just have a higher chance of going viral. You know, it's just the way it is. And so I don't think it's ever going to go away, but I would like to open up that conversation. And I'm just curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you think that these kind of videos are harmless, if you think they're just silly and like it's not hurting anybody, so who cares? That's usually in the camp that I'm leaning towards, as long as it's, you know, appropriate and doesn't like mock somebody who died or exploit somebody who died and stuff like that? Or do you think that all of this in an ideal world would be abolished so that we can actually figure out what the paranormal is all about and if it's real or not? Or if it is real, like what it is behind that? Like, is it actually past loved ones? Is it a matrix, parallel dimension thing? Stuff like that. So discuss down in the comments if you would. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys all with today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget our merch here. If you haven't picked up your design for Christmas, I think you could still do that if you did want that for Christmas. I got my dad literally wanted a sweater from my merch line for Christmas. I'm not even kidding. That's what he asked for Christmas because he likes he has a dark blue one and he wants another one. So I got one for my dad, and I've seen lots of you guys have been tagging me and wearing them, and I love it so much. I love them. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so glad you're loving the design. And I've been talking to my artist. We are going to try to come up with a new design in the next maybe few months, but it's just takes a while for him to make the art and everything because we do it pretty carefully. I also have to come up with an idea. I have to, something has to spark in me like the camping cryptids did. So anyway, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to our sponsor, which is Aura Frames. Thank you to all the patrons on the screen right now. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful evening or whenever you're watching this. Okay, bye.